story doesn't start with the crown. It starts with the draft card. Back in 2004, the Detroit Tigers used the second overall pick on a hard-throwing kid from Old Dominion University. His name was Justin Verlander, and baseball in the Motor City was never going to be the same. He didn't just burst onto the scene in 2006, he was a force of nature. With a 17-9 record, he didn't just win the American League Rookie of the Year award, he grabbed the city's imagination and helped lead the Tigers to their first World Series in 22 years. A new era had begun. This wasn't just a player, this was an icon.
Real talk, Exiles. If you're rocking with Motown, do me a favor. Hit that like button, slap subscribe, and join the movement. Let's race to 100 subscribers by April 1st. Your click gets us there. Let's build this thing together. Now let's get back to our story about Justin Verlander rejoining the Detroit Tigers here on Motown Exile.
For more than a decade, Verlander wasn't just the Tigers' ace. He was their identity. When he took the mound, it was an event. Must-see JV, they called it, and he almost never disappointed. On a cool June night in 2007, he gave us a moment of pure magic. Facing the Milwaukee Brewers at Comerica Park, he was untouchable. In the ninth inning, with the crowd roaring, Verlander reached back and fired a fastball that lit up the gun at 101 miles per hour. When the final out was made, the ballpark exploded. It was the first no-hitter in Comerica Park's history and a message to the entire league. But that was just getting started. 4 years later, in 2011, Verlander put together one of the most dominant pitching seasons in modern history. He threw his second no-hitter, this time against the Blue Jays in May, a masterpiece of control and power. That win was just the launch pad for a season for the ages. He finished the year with a ridiculous 24-5 record, a 2.40 ERA, and 250 strikeouts. It was a clean sweep. He won the pitching Triple Crown, leading the league in all three major categories. He was the unanimous pick for the AL Cy Young Award, and in a move that sealed his legend, he was also named the American League's Most Valuable Player, the first starting pitcher to win it in a quarter of a century. He joined Don Newcombe as one of only two players in history to win Rookie of the Year, Cy Young, and MVP. In 2011, Justin Verlander wasn't just the best pitcher in baseball, he was the best player, period. Year after year, he was the engine of a Tigers team that won 4 straight AL Central titles. He was the guy you trusted with the season on the line. He still sits second in franchise history with 2,373 strikeouts, a number that speaks to his relentless dominance over 13 seasons in Detroit. He was the king, and Comerica Park was his court. But no reign lasts forever. On August 31st, 2017, the unthinkable happened. With the Tigers heading into a full-scale rebuild, Justin Verlander was traded to the Houston Astros. For Verlander, it was a new beginning. He immediately went out and proved his greatness traveled, leading the Astros to a World Series championship that same year and winning the ALCS MVP award along the way. His time away from Detroit wasn't a quiet fade into retirement. It was a dominant second act that stamped his Hall of Fame ticket. He won 2 Cy Young Awards in Houston, giving him 3 for his career, as well as a World Series ring in 2022. He left Detroit a hero. He journeyed through Houston, New York, and San Francisco, becoming a multi-time champion and a living legend. MLB's active leader in wins, but as his career entered its twilight, you always heard the whispers in Detroit. Could the king ever really come home? This story is about more than just numbers. It's about legacy, homecomings, and one final quest. If you're into stories like this, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss what happens next. 9 years after he left, the dream is real. Justin Verlander is a Detroit Tiger once again. But this isn't some ceremonial farewell tour. He's returning to a franchise that's been reborn. The Tigers aren't rebuilding anymore, they're contenders. Fresh off 2 straight postseason appearances, Verlander isn't here to be a museum piece, he's here to win. He arrives on a 1-year deal to join what you can only call a super rotation. At the top is the new king of the hill, Tarik Skubal. In a move that feels like poetry, Skubal is the reigning back-to-back AL Cy Young Award winner who captured his own pitching Triple Crown in 2024. He's the homegrown ace, the heir apparent who now shares a clubhouse with the original. And then there's Framber Valdez, a former teammate of Verlander's in Houston. The sinker ball specialist signed as a marquee free agent, bringing his ground ball machine to the Motor City. Valdez is a workhorse, a two-time All-Star known for eating innings and pitching in big games. Verlander, Skubal, and Valdez, a three-headed monster, the wise old lion, the dominant young king, and the relentless bulldog. Under manager A.J. Hinch, the same manager who led Verlander to his first World Series title in 2017. This rotation is built for October. They're backed up by a solid cast including Jack Flaherty and the returning Casey Mize, giving Detroit a serious arsenal for the long season. At 43 years old, Verlander's role is clear. He is the veteran presence and the innings eater who knows exactly what it takes to win. He's coming off a 2025 season where, after a rough start, he found what he called some mechanical fixes and posted a brilliant 2.6 ERA over his final 13 starts, proving the fire is still there. That drive is exactly what Detroit needs for its final push. This isn't just a feel-good story, it's a brilliant strategic move. For a team in a win-now mode, adding a future Hall of Famer on a low-risk, one-year deal is the kind of move that turns contenders into champions. Plus, the contract is team-friendly, with $11 million of his $13 million salary deferred until 2030. Justin Verlander's return is a homecoming, a marketing dream, and a shot of pure nostalgia for a city that watched him grow from a flame-throwing kid into a legend. For 9 years, he was a ghost of glory. Now, he might just be the final piece of the puzzle. He's chasing history, climbing the all-time strikeout and wins list with his 3,553 career strikeouts, sitting 8th all-time. But more than that, he's chasing one last ring, in the one place it would mean the most. The questions hanging over the 2026 season are electric. Can this super rotation live up to the hype? Can Tarik Skubal continue his historic run? And the biggest question of all, can the king of Detroit baseball, back in his rightful kingdom, conquer the mountain one last time and bring a World Series championship home to the city that built him? The final chapter is waiting to be written, and for baseball fans everywhere, it's must-see TV.
Real talk, Exiles. If you're rocking with Motown, do me a favor. Hit that like button, slap subscribe, and join the movement. Let's race to 100 subscribers by April 1st. Your click gets us there. Let's build this together.